You ever notice that guys like Professor Julius Sumner, the little bug guy, blah, 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 you ever notice that he never taught anything like they never taught us about cymatics, sound and water, that certain high frequency sounds in water makes light, like when God spoke and there was light. They didn't teach us a lot of these physics that we learned later. You know why? Because if they would have, you would have known the bullshit evolution story doesn't work in our real world. And what you see and they tell you is two different things. Yeah, he didn't cover cymatics, did he, or electromagnetism. He didn't talk about the ether or the ethereal energy, did he, or the Tartarian free energy. But he does a static experiment where he makes a charge, and then he wants to make you think that charge is almost like unlimited electricity. Like he keeps doing it and says the bulb lights and it doesn't light. It does like once, I think, with a little tiny static charge. But he's sitting there making you think he's created infinite static electricity off the one plate. He does it once, and then keeps putting his finger on it, and the bulb doesn't light, and the other bulb doesn't light. And he says, "Well, the studio light. Why wouldn't you turn the studio lighting off?" And now you're trying to demonstrate. They do any other time if you watch other episodes of that. Anyway, I'm getting off topic here. The point is, what is your foundation in life? What exactly do you believe, and why do you believe it? We were told things, and then we took that to heart, that was the truth of it, right? And now you know who founded public schools. So do you really think, if one thing's a lie, if they're lying about all this shit out here, what makes you think they wouldn't lie about creation? If you're going to sell everybody on evolution, you have to cover every end of that, except spiritually. So I ask you, if I take away your TV watching, your job you have, everything that you consider what is important, your family's the most important thing. That should be the most important thing. What I'm saying is, what is your foundation? If we take everything away, what do you have to stand on? What do you have to stand on? If you don't have God, and everything else was to be eliminated today, no more TV, no more internet, you're going to bitch and cry because you don't get to see your favorite TV show? Or are you going to try to survive? I'm saying, what is your foundation? What is it that you stand on? Because when you're with evolution, you have nothing. You're nothing. You're a speck in your nothingness, and you leave this world as nothing, and there is nothing. And wow. And even so, even if you don't believe in God, here's the thing: you aren't losing anything. You aren't losing anything by believing. If there isn't, there isn't. You die, and that's it, right? But wouldn't you rather take the chance, and take this from a former Satanist I was, wouldn't you rather take that chance as opposed to, there ain't no God, and you wake up in a place that you wish you weren't, and it exists? So you're free to believe what you want, but that's a dangerous game, because if you haven't noticed, most of what we told you's come true. So what part of the earth being what it is so hard for you to accept? Accept your ego, your pride, whatever your program narrative is, you can't let go of that. To be really truly free, you got to be able to let go of that.